Good morning, folks. I haven't had a chat again for a while, so I thought I'd let you know what I was doing because I haven't posted many kits, and it's because I've just been playing. Sometimes when you're designing digitally and such, you don't get much time to play, so I've taken a few weeks out to play. And I thought, spaces are getting to a premium because I don't sell my stuff, I just sort of make it and stroke it. So I decided to make little journals out of, I literally just have a pack of craft cards, you know, greetings cards that got cheap. I don't think I paid I know I didn't pay £5 for them. And there's about 50 cards in it, and the envelopes, which can also be used to make journals with, obviously. And I started playing with June's kits that she's been doing lately because she went nuts and did loads. And I thought you might like to see them in action. When you're making a smaller journal, if you know how to, or find a YouTube video and find out how to, print 2 to a page, your sheets, reduces your size to fit, and it looks more authentic on a small journal. These are 9.5 by 14.5, or 10.5 by 14.5. Not big, about A6 size. And originally I just made a lot of little notebooks, and I loved them so much I couldn't bear to separate them. So I used them to make 6 signatures for a large journal, a thicker journal, an actual journal. So my stitches are all out of kilter because I'd done them all individually, and it didn't matter that the holes didn't match up exactly. But as you can see, the printout is fantastic. I've literally just used one sheet of paper to make the signature outer page. And then the rest inside is just lined paper, a bit of plain paper for sketching on. Or, you know, like if you want to make what's that thing that June does, where you get lots of stickers and samples and things, and you stick a sticker book and just collect ideas. But making journals this size is a good way to design, as in somebody asks you to make a journal about something and you want to work out where to put the pockets and whether it needs tags or journal cards on a particular page. This size is quick and easy to work with. I mean, I've got little bookmarks. See, that would be a bookmark in a full size. I mean, it still works. There's a little bookmark there. And then they were the pockets that June did with the kit as well, so I just printed those off. And like I said, I just love it. And I lined them up because to me there's a story in this, and it's the little girl and the little boy who grow up to be the teacher or teachers. Yeah, I put that paper in upside down, but it doesn't matter. So it's like, it's the whole life story. And the little boy that grows up to be the teacher, his eyes, because that's not on that page, that's torn out of another sheet and stuck on. Because June makes all these lovely little things, and I'm going to print a load off and get some cards and make some greeting cards and postcards, things like that, send through the mail. But the layering is just so beautiful. So that one is school days. Simple as that. And then I thought, oh, I need to make another one. So I went with, this one is Bygone Days. Again, vintagey, antique-y. This one's got more of a blue tinge to it. And I did pick out the specifically very blue pages in it, because there's so much stuff in the case. Little labels. And I've just stuck them down as decoration, so it makes like a cluster on the front. I mean, how 3D does that look? It's not, it's flat. You could print another one, cut it out. Again, 2 to a page to shrink the size down. And in this one, it's more your classic journal type style, with side pockets. All these little panels that June makes, all these little panels are ideal for putting on the front pockets and forming little clusters, because you don't always want something with lots of sticky out bits. If you just want something quite flat, like this one again is just for writing and sketching in. It's just 3 signatures. This time, because I'd planned it, they're the same distance apart, so your strings are tidier. It's just a 3-stitch pamphlet. Oh, yeah, that's what you call it, isn't it? 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And again, just using pages for the first layer of the signature. And then flicking through, I've just put the fairy images. I love anything Art Nouveau. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And I thought this was a nice little, you know, like if you like writing when you're travelling, or you just sat in the garden enjoying your peace and quiet, making little notes to yourself. And again, there's a pocket on the back. That's got a little booklet in the back, just with some pages folded up. Again, another little pamphlet stitch. That's just very similar. That's just 2 holes, that one. But how relaxed and peaceful does she look? In the pocket on the back page. Magnet, another little panel used to make a clasp. Little magnet on. Yeah. So that's journal number 2. Journal number 3. Of course, I'm like moving on now. Not a pamphlet stitch. It's one of those, I can remember what it's called, a fin spine, where you concertina up the card to make little sticky out bits, and then you take a folded piece of paper or 2 sheets of card or whatever and sandwich them onto the fin. And this has literally only got two fins in it, and you still get all this flippy floppiness about it. Cut out. You don't always have to have square edge pockets, no. And this one's more wild because this one was from the Nature's Way kit. Just a bit of washi tape to secure things in. I mean, you can make your own washi tape. This is just some I've bought because it's stone walls, and I like the idea of stone walls with the old trees, and butterfly stamp stickers. But oh, the papers. I mean, I never want to do anything with them. So you definitely need pockets in books like this because you're not going to write on those papers. So I made a little, again, it's a 3-hole pamphlet stitch it is, yeah. A little notebook for journaling. Triangular pockets. See, you don't have to, the pockets don't always have to go that way or that way. You can make them fancy corner tuck style pockets. Because this one's lumpier than the other one. The other one was flat. But I just like the idea of looking through the flowers and finding all the butterflies. Again, that's just a little. Right. It's just half an envelope. I cut one of the envelopes in half and just stuck it to the page. So the one at the front is the other half of the envelope. Don't trust the sticky glue on the envelope though. Put wet glue on to stick bits down, because the envelope glue will peel open. And another tag in the back. So there's lots of journaling space in this one. But it's more your traditional, well, not your traditional, is it? I suppose the stitched ones are traditional. But how we tend to make them now, with lots of flippy flappy bits. But again, like I said, that's 2 fins, but you've got all those pockets and things in there. And again, the nice little. Well, I don't work anymore, and I don't mix with people much. I don't go out very much anymore. But when you used to go to craft groups or Bible classes or things like that, make them a pretty little journal. One like that with like that's all notebooks. I mean, we've got some. I'm going to say Christian-based religion. I was just going to say religious, but they tend to be the more Christian-based religion because they're what we've been asked for. Images in the kits. It's a rummage site, our site at the moment. There's so many kits on there, which is why I've taken some time out to play. And my next one is this one, and I thought I hadn't added it. I've had to search for it and look at what it was called. So those were the kits, School Days, Bygone Days, and Nature's Way that June's just posted out. And this is one I did ages ago. And this is just the blank, because I do multiple blank pages and some half blank pages. And these were a kit made from public domain images. So we take the public domain images, clean them up, tidy them up, crop bits out, and use them to decorate pages with. And this was the kit called Metamorphosis, because with the actual kit, there were whole sheets of the butterflies, like insects. I think it's mostly butterflies. But these were all hand painted in 1705. That old. Why ignore them just because they're old images? They're absolutely gorgeous, so much detail. And it was a lady called Maria Sibylla Merians in 1705. I've written it down on a piece of paper. I'm not remembering all this. And the reason I made the kit was because we went to visit I think it was Anne Boleyn's childhood home down in Norfolk. And they actually had the original book on display, and it was huge. It was about 2 foot by 3 foot size-wise, and they just got it open on a couple of pages, and each day they were turning it over and showing people the next page, all hand-painted. Absolutely beautiful. Full page size paintings. And it's called the Metamorphosis Insectorium Surinamensium. And yes, again, I am reading that on the piece of paper because I never. So I just called the kit Metamorphosis, and it just took samples of her artwork and created what is going to be probably a chunky journal, because I couldn't decide which pieces to use. So I've got that many little signatures to start with, and that's before I start with pockets and the decorating and things. But like I said, there are all sorts of images on our albums page. On the Facebook page, if you just go into media, click albums, and just scroll your little heart away, most of the kits have blank pages, journaling pages and stuff with them. It usually says on the label if they've got journaling pages with them, rather than just images. But they don't just have to be for journaling. Like I said, I can see using these sort of images for card toppers, or like the collaging. I use a lot of the papers for collage works. I do wet art as well. So papers like that are lovely for tearing up for collage work. You don't have to feel guilty when you're printing it off yourself. And if you're only using it for collage work, you don't have to download it. Just print it straight from the Facebook page, so save your own storage up. Anyway, I better get on. The washer's calling me again. And we'll chat again soon. It's nice to see so many new faces joining our group. Bye.